Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and thank you to my returning subscribers, and I hope you're all doing really well. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do hit that subscribe button and come and join in the fun. Drop me some comments. If this resonates with you, then please do let me know. My details are down in the description box as well, so you can book in for a personalised reading if this resonates with you. Okay, so today what we're going to be looking into is what is hiding from you, what is hidden at this time that maybe would help you to know. So first of all, I'm going to pick one of these, the Sacred Forest Oracle cards. So this will give us just an insight into what's happening that maybe you're not seeing right now in your life. So we have Wizard of the Woods and focus. So there's something that we need to focus on here. Something that perhaps you've been working on something. You've been trying to manifest something in your life. Or even just for some of you, just been working on something. Not even trying to manifest it. Just you've been putting your energy and attention into something that you feel is good for you. Let me get another one. Okay, and this could be to do, I love this card, I really love it, family. Now, you've perhaps been putting your focus and attention into family at this time, into the needs of others. So when we say family, it doesn't have to be your immediate family, it doesn't have to be like your children, your partner, your parents, your siblings, whatever. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It could be just those that are around you that you feel are like family. And what I'm getting from this so far is somebody that you have a high regard for, somebody that you feel is like family to you. They've perhaps given you some wise counsel, or they've exposed something to you, or they've said something to you, and it's kind of given you something to focus on, or it's made you realise something. So this is part of what is hidden, okay? What we're going to expose, what we're going to see that you need to know right now. So let's see. Feihu. Yeah, there's been an energy recently of like whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you are focusing on, there's a lot of good fortune to it. I'd say this is a bit like the Wheel of Fortune. You are making changes that are very positive, and they're bringing quite an abundant energy into your energy. So there's also this energy of you becoming more and more aware of yourself, of what you bring, the power that you have, and the ability to wear whatever mask you need to wear in particular situations. So for some people, you know, you might be a particular way. So like if you're a parent or whatever, you need to be a certain way for your children. When you're out with your friends, you're a different character there, or around your parents, or that kind of thing. You know, you're wearing different masks, but you're getting used to those masks and honouring them, respecting them as part of you, of who you are. But I feel like there is some kind of new depth to you, or there's something that you are uncovering about yourself that you're actually starting to really like about yourself. Perhaps you've only just realised that. And for some of you, this is about actually being on your own. It's taking time on your own, taking time not in loneliness, but in doing things that you want to do. Rather than, you know, when we look at family and we're so focused on what everybody else needs and what they want to do, sometimes we forget to give ourselves, you know, indulge in the things that make you feel happy and make you feel like you. So Isa is kind of talking about what's been hiding here is you're not seeing yourself as, you know, just enjoying where you are right now and what you're doing right now. And for some of you, you are spending more time by yourself. It doesn't mean you're not surrounded by other people, but you're actually enjoying that time. So this message could be about you realizing actually how abundant you are for having the ability to have that space and time for you. Now, for some of you, this could be, just having that space and time to go for a run or go to the gym or go for a swim or just do something that's just for you, or you've just started a new hobby or thinking about it. So this is the hidden depth within you that is talking about you going out and doing what is right for you, doing the things that make you feel like you. And you may have had a young family or something like that, and now they're getting to a stage where you can do more of these things for yourself, and you're starting to recognize that and realize that. So this message is confirmation of you. Go out and do that. Focus your attention on what is good, what's good for you. Okay, we have disappointment in some affair. So this may have been a catalyst recently of something that you've had to cut off, or you've had to cut away from, that was very disappointing, or you've realized like this isn't going anywhere, this isn't doing anything for me, and you're cutting it off. Now, in doing that, it's almost kind of shed a light on your freedom. So for some of you, this could be to do with, breaking up with somebody, and the time that you would have spent with them, the time and energy that you would have been putting into that person, you've now got that time back, and you're starting to realize, oh, actually, in this time, I can do this and I can do that. And you're actually enjoying that. Or if you're not, this is what's hidden. You need to be, or you will be. This video is teaching you or telling you about utilizing that time that you have. It's precious. Observe yourself in those moments where you're doing the things that feel good for you. It's good. Okay, don't be in a hurry to go and fill that gap with something else or somebody else's needs. This is time for you to do you. So nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Well, we already know that family is important to you. And I do feel, again, you are surrounded by this loving family. And again, it doesn't have to be blood relatives. It's just your tribe. You're surrounded by a tribe that feels secure and safe. And I feel like your environment right now, you're very happy in your environment. You're enjoying the time that you spend in that environment. Again, perhaps by yourself. But knowing you can reach out to other people whenever you want to, but you have this space for you. It feels very nurturing, very loving. Happiness, flowers. This is what we're uncovering here. This is what is hidden from you right now, is actually recognizing how happy you actually are. So ask yourself that question. Do I feel happy? Do I feel good? Now we've got lion and time to act. Now lions, they live in a pride, don't they? And it feels very much like you are proud of yourself. You're proud of the person that you're becoming. You're proud of where you've got yourself to and the lifestyle that you're living. But there is something that you need to act on. So we're going to look into what is that you perhaps need to act on at this time. So what do you need to act on here? Okay, so sometimes when you are, whatever you've been through, whatever's happened here, that's been the catalyst for you to spend more time doing the things just for you. It's taken a lot of courage and bold act to do that, and you're finding your feet back again with your confidence. So the time to act is about finding that passion again. What really gives you passion, what gives you drive, and finding your strength with that. For some of you, you haven't had the courage to do something that is just for you. It's not to do with anybody else or anything else. And you may have lived your life doing for others. Maybe, like I said before, you've had like family to look after or people to look after. And now you're finding that you don't necessarily have that immediately in front of you. You have more of this time to spend. So it's looking into that passion. You've got to act on something that you are passionate about and have the courage to go for it. So what is this that you are passionate about? It's funny, I've got the King of Wands on the bottom there as well with the Queen of Wands. So what is it that you are passionate about at this time that is hiding from you? Let's uncover it. Okay. Now, this is something to do with truth. Now, you may have not really been telling yourself the truth on this, but there is something that truthfully brings you balance. Now, I've got a feeling somebody here likes to maybe talk. Perhaps you like to, so with justice on there, this is making me feel like perhaps you've always wanted to do something where you get your opinion across, or perhaps be a public speaker or speak. But this feels like being something to do with being out in the public eye and bringing truth, bringing some kind of truth. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is like deepening a connection with that truth within you. So there's something that you want to do. And I can see somebody like studying a lot or like looking into books, especially to do with law, different laws on things. Perhaps you're studying now, maybe you would like to be some kind of law enforcer, or you just like to know about law. It does feel like you're about to embark on a new, or you have the opportunity to embark on something new that you love, that you enjoy. And I do feel that this is to do with something that you're very passionate about. It's something that you spend a lot of time doing already, but you never really thought you could do anything more with it. But recently you've been spending more and more time on this particular hobby or particular thing that you do, and you're starting to think, actually, I feel like I could do this myself. For some of you, you've been watching videos or you've been looking at somebody and thinking, I feel like I could do that. And it feels like something to do with maybe debates or law, you know, that kind of thing. Like settling disputes, maybe mediation, that kind of thing. Another ace. Wow. Yeah, there's something that is bringing this idea that you have, or this venture that you're doing. It is a new beginning, and the idea's already been there. You're ready for this on an emotional level and on a physical level. And with Feihu being here as well, there's something to do with something that you can grow. Something that you can grow that you're passionate about, that is going to bring you some kind of wealth as well. So it's going to help you out in a financial sense too. So it feels like it covers a few bases there. It's emotionally fulfilling. It is something that you can grow that's going to bring you some kind of financial gain as well. This is getting interesting, isn't it? Okay. So let's see, what do you need to focus on then that's about this that's been hiding from you? In plain sight by the look of it. So what do you need to focus on at this time? There has been some struggle in the past, but what you need to focus on right now is celebrating life, celebrating this freedom that you have, because it feels like you have just stepped away from something, or you've unchained yourself from something that's been quite demanding of your time and your energy. And now that you've got this time and space and energy back to yourself, you've got a blank canvas now to bring stability in, a celebration. You are going to be celebrating something, especially within the next 4 months. So by the beginning of next year. So where are we now? We're in September. So October, November, December. So by January, this is going to become no longer hidden, basically. But I do sense somebody being visible to the public with this. Visible to the public, I see you communicating or speaking some kind of truth here. It's going to be a transition though. It's going to take a few months for you to realize what's happening here. So this is why it's hidden, because it's like a slow movement. It's not going to happen really fast. It's going to take time. Okay. It is going to take time. So let's see, what else do we have for you? But what this is, it's something that you desire, deeply desire. You have been desiring it for some time, and not actually this month you are going to be celebrating. I can see somebody drinking with friends and talking about this. It's almost like you've had a few to drink and you've told everybody about it. You've exposed the truth about it. That's what this Justice card is here. It's kind of suggesting, you know, some truth is going to come out unexpectedly. You're going to speak something, you know, you're going to be quite courageous about it because you are mulling over this, you're deciding about this. You're realising your strengths and you want to do something with them. You want to make something happen. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, you're very driven right now. You know, you may be a little bit of a rebel, and you don't mean to brush people up the wrong way, but sometimes with your words or with what you do, people get a little bit sort of irritated by your truth, by your truthfulness, I feel. And this is part of what you're working with here, is bringing this truth out to other people. And even though they don't like it, they're hearing it, they're listening to it, and they're actually being inspired by it. So you're bringing a lot of inspiration and enthusiasm to other people through this. We have another ace on the bottom of here. All these aces are all about, you know, new beginnings, things coming in, changes, inspired thoughts leading to inspired actions. So what advice do we have for you around this? What can we say to you for advice? Okay. The advice here is that you are going to get over whatever it was that broke your heart, that was the catalyst for this to happen. This may be running in the background. You will move through it. Okay, so forgive yourself. Forgive anybody else that's involved in that, okay? Do not carry guilt for doing something that is for you and focusing on yourself. You do have this family around you. You have these people around you that do support you. They want to see you do well. So don't feel like you've got to carry any guilt or anything in what you're planning to do. You're doing it not just for you. I feel somebody's bringing some real gifts to the world. You know, you are, yeah, you're bringing a lot to other people. And I can really feel you making a go of this, making this into something quite special, actually. So let's see, what is your outcome on here? What is the outcome of this? No way. Okay, 2 cards came out there. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Now, the 5 of Pentacles in the upright position is usually about like lack or feeling like you haven't got enough. And the 10 of Pentacles is about being very affluent, you know, got everything that you need and being committed to something that's very fortunate. There is such a fortunate energy running alongside this. So your outcome here is that you are no longer going to feel left out in the cold. You're no longer going to feel a lack of worth. You're no longer going to feel like you don't have enough to offer, because it's all coming in and it's through you being part of this community. This is you having that strength and courage to bring your gifts forward. And when I say gifts, for many of you, it's something to do with speaking. It's something to do with speaking truth, and people want to hear it. People need to hear it. But it's going to kind of put you in a bit of a public eye, even if that's to a small group of people. But there is a group of people, they want to know what you've got to say. They want to hear what you've got to say. They're listening to you. And even though sometimes that truth could be a little bit harsh for them, or the way that you speak it is almost like people can't deny this truth, and that can aggravate certain people. But because of the way that you go about this, people actually really do benefit from it. And this is going to lead you to some financial gain, like we said before, and a desire being fulfilled as well. So this new venture is very worth going for, and it all comes from, so it's hidden at the moment because you need to know it all comes from the things that you're doing right now. So literally you could have been doing this thing just before you watch this video. It feels like it's listening to some kind of videos or some kind of channel. You're hearing things and having an opinion about things, and this is helping you to realize what it is that you want to do. And it could have come from something that you've had to cut ties with, you know, a realization of how you can help other people who've been through a similar situation. So that is what is hiding at the moment, that is very beneficial to you. So much abundance coming from that. Now, Manas does hold the energy of a legacy. So this is something that you're doing right now that is going to be of benefit to others in the future. And this is what I feel you're doing. From wherever you've come from, you've recognised and realised an avenue or an area where you can help other people so they don't have to go through what you've been through, or you're supporting people who have been through what you've been through. And this is good for you. It's helping you to identify with yourself and understand you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to give. Okay. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If this resonates with you and you would like more details on this, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. My details are down in the description box. You can also ask 1 or 2 questions, £10 per question. So ask as many questions as you like, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But it's usually within a few hours, 12 hours maximum really, for me to get back to you on that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you very soon. Have a blessed day.